Hey, this is Eric, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you the image gallery in RegFox. And in case you haven't seen this tutorial on how to do video backgrounds for the banner field, be sure to check that out because that is super cool. So an image gallery would be useful if you want to showcase maybe different amenities or experiences at your event and you want to have a collage, you want to have a arrangement of images, and this feature will keep you out of Photoshop or Canva, bugging your designer, and you can add all these images to your page itself. So to add it, we're just going to go down here to this plus icon, and just a reminder that this little dotted line separates display information from the data capture area. So you have to go down here to add it, and then you can drag and drop it anywhere up above just by clicking and dragging and moving it. But to grab it and to add it, we're going to go over here and add image gallery, and this is going to open up this menu here. And let me walk you through each of the settings here. The first is going to be, do you want the layout for the image gallery to be rows or columns? So rows is going to be one image per row going horizontally down. Columns would be columns going vertically, and images are kind of arranged left to right, top to bottom. So that's going to be the difference there. Then we have some options for cropping the images. For a landscape, meaning it's going to be horizontal. A portrait is going to be vertical, square, and circle. We know what those mean. And then for the rectangles or the squares, you can choose to do rounded corners as well. And the image gallery full width, that's going to determine if the image gallery stays kind of within that form area or if it extends all the way to the farthest edges of the screen. And then you have some mobile settings here, and you can change how the images are laid out on a mobile phone if you want the columns or rows, and so you can toggle that, and so it gives you a lot of control there. And then we add the images down here, and so we can keep on stacking images here, and I'll show you what we can do with text as well. But the whole goal here is to give you the ability to add images into your page without having to arrange them in other pieces of software. So we're going to add some images here, and I'm a huge Office fan, so we're going to go ahead and add 4 images here, and I'll show you how to arrange them. All right, so I've uploaded 4 images here. We have Michael Scott, we've got a networking one, Andy Bernard, and Stanley. All right, so when I hit done, we can see that these are all in there, and they're a little bit big. So what we want to do is modify them to be kind of a gallery. So let's go to columns, and we can then choose how many columns. And I've got 4 images, so let's keep it 2. And what that will do automatically is it'll do this kind of 2 by 2 arrangement there, which is kind of cool. And if you had more, you can go to 4, and we can have those across that way. We can see what that looks like. And so you get the idea of how you can begin to build your image gallery using the columns or the rows. So let's go back to 2. Let's do a square crop, and let's do rounded corners, and we can see what that looks like. And so maybe I like that. It looks pretty good. And for the make full width, I'll show you what that looks like. It spans those columns across all the sides there. So that's a little bit big. If you're doing 4, that might look better, but you can see how that will change the appearance by changing those options. So let's go back to standard width, and then let's also go down here. And if you notice back here that Michael is kind of outside the picture there. So you can change the crop position using this image position option here. And what this does is it's going to say, we're going to build the crop from a central focal point. And so center means it's going to start in the center of the image and work its way out. Now, if I wanted to change it so that Michael was in the frame, we would go to left center. So let's find left center. There it is at the top. And so when I hit done, that's going to move that image there, and now we see Michael's in the right frame. So you can modify those crops if you don't like how they look based on those positions. So pretty cool. Let's go to circle crops. We can look at what that looks like. And similarly, we get a nice little layout here, and that's a great appearance. You don't have to crop these images in any other software. Now let's go and add some text. And when we add text, it'll give us a few more options for layouts. So let me grab some text over here. We'll go here, we'll toggle on the text. We'll paste some text there. Let's enable it here as well. We'll paste it. Looks good. Let's add some more. And we'll add 1 to the 4th just to make them all consistent. So now that I have that text pasted with the images, we have text placement. We can say we want the text on top or the bottom, and so that will change where the text is arranged with the images. And then we can see what that looks like. I hit done, and we see that the image is there. We have the text below it, and now we've got these little text cues and aids there. A common look would be to do it in rows. And now we can also make these images small, or we can do large. You see the effects back there, but let's set them to small. And so now I can have a nice little list of the attractions or the amenities or the experiences along with text on the side. So that's all the different controls that you can modify here with the image gallery. And again, so many controls here to make it look exactly how you want. But as you can see, super simple to use. You don't have to use other software to render main images, and it really adds some great visuals to your page. So that's it for the image gallery tutorial here. If you have any questions, please let us know, and we'll catch you on the next video.